25th of September 1968 in the second leg of a League Cup quarter-final against Hamilton Academicals. He would have to wait a further year before making his league debut in a 7-1 win over Wraith Rovers, but by then Jock Stein was nurturing what was to be a special talent. Dalglish played over 300 games for Celtic, scoring 177 goals and also netting a list of honours which included 4 league championships, 4 Scottish Cups and 1 League Cup. In a career which would eventually take him to Liverpool, he became Scotland's most capped player with 102 appearances in dark blue. He was, without doubt, one of Celtic's greatest ever players.
He doesn't get to that one. Wilson. Watt. Dalglish. What a goal! What a goal by Dalglish. 11 minutes played in the second half. Kenny Dalglish's 101st league goal for Celtic.
It's well documented that the young Dalglish was a fan of Celtic's greatest rivals Rangers and was brought up within a stone's throw of Ibrox Stadium. The fact that he opted to join Celtic in the year of their greatest European triumph was testament to his love of playing football regardless of religion and his desire to learn to play the game to the best of his ability. Under the guidance of Jock Stein and a host of talented players at Celtic, the young Dalglish's apprenticeship would serve him well in later years. Kenny's first senior goal for the club would come in a 2-0 win in a League Cup meeting against Rangers in 1971 in, of all places, Ibrox. Already a goal up, Celtic were awarded a penalty. Dalglish, showing maturity beyond his years, proved beyond doubt that his professionalism, skill and loyalty were firmly in the colours of green and white. In his first full season in the first team, Dalglish contributed 17 goals and was rewarded with a championship medal. It was Celtic's 7th consecutive league title, and despite their failings in Europe, they were still proving to be the major force on the domestic scene, winning the league that year by a 10-point margin over Aberdeen. Kenny's first Scottish Cup winning medal was also secured in 1972 in an unforgettable 6-1 demolition of Hibs, inspired by a Dixie Dean hat-trick. Dalglish was by now a regular for both club and country, after the then Scotland boss Tommy Docherty had capped Kenny at the age of 20 in a 1-0 win over Belgium in the November of 1971. Celtic would clinch 2 further titles in a world record equalling 9 in a row sequence, which, as the history books will show, had Dalglish on the score sheet in the final matches against Hibs and Falkirk respectively in 73 and 74. In 1975, Kenny would add a League Cup and a Scottish Cup winners' medal to his collection. The Scottish Cup final win over Airdrie marked the end of Billy McNeill's career at Celtic. It also provided Dalglish with the captaincy for the new season. The quality of the man was there for all to see, and the difficulty of holding on to this special player all too evident. Kenny embarked on what was to prove to be his final year with the club in season 76-77. The winning of the league championship was backed up with a Scottish Cup final victory over Rangers, thanks to an Andy Lynch penalty. The desire by now to seek out a new career in England was too great for Jock Stein to withstand. On the 10th of August 1977, Kenny Dalglish joined Liverpool for a fee of £440,000, leaving behind memories of magical moments to fans lucky enough to have witnessed King Kenny.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver sound of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, for your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope
Kenny Dalglish gave 9 years of his life to Celtic. In 204 league appearances, he scored 112 goals. Perhaps the greatest compliment paid to him came from the greatest Celt of all, Jock Stein. With a player like Kenny, you don't talk about positions, you just give him a jersey. Celtic's loss was, as the record books show, Liverpool's gain. But in the green and white hoops from 1968 to 1977, Kenny Dalglish is a Celtic.